What's up, folks? Panama Steve right here at Pacific Vibe Studios. Today we have the one and only Amen.
Amen.
Straight out of San Jose. We have another native right here,
Yes,
east
sir.
side to be exact.
Yes, sir.
Man, welcome in, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Man, this guy is very talented, and he does a lot more than just rap, man. So before we get into that, please go ahead and tell us a little bit about, your upbringing and, before you became Amen,
Yeah. All right. So I always have a crazy story. I always started off with the story of Adrian, started on Story and Adrian. I was born in my house, 1985. My mom gave birth to me in her bedroom on Story Road, on Samoa Way. And on my birth certificate, it says our address.
Nice.
Like, that's where, you know what I mean? So
That's
I was
original
literally
right there,
born and raised in San Jose. And, man, that's all grew up, played baseball, Eastridge Little League, EYC football. But, yeah, so got it early. And that was, like, from 85 to 2000s. It was, like, the heart of, like, I wouldn't trade it for anything. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
It was a good time.
I remember playing EYAC when we were kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I played for
All the hood kids and shit.
Campbell Saratoga Youth Football.
Yeah, we'd be practicing at Overfelt. Yeah, no, it was good times, man. It was good times.
It sounds like you grew up healthy in the 80s too, so it was a
Yeah.
different era, right?
It's a trip. I always tell everyone, it's like we had really good parents. Like, I had both my parents. We got love. But they had to compete with the city. You know what I mean? It's like they give us a lot of good game. They give us a lot of good knowledge, but we still got to go out there and you know what I mean? So they had to compete with the city, and I felt like the city kind of won for a while. But we grow up and all that shit hits you and makes sense later. But yeah, no, we had a good upbringing. It was good.
Hell yeah. So tell me about the rap thing, man. When did you really start it? Well, I know, you started kicking it off like 10 years ago or so, but when did you really, really start?
When I really, really started, man, was 8 years old, 1993. I remember like Menace to Society come out. And just always was like the music always got me, but I was a big Ice Cube fan. Dr. Dre, Snoop, X-Rated, Tupac. Like, I don't know, just a big fan of music, but I would always write the lyrics. So I ended up, by writing lyrics, you're learning cadences. And you're learning, like, oh, this is the structure of a song. And I just always had a thing for music. So I always used to write, just like, but keep it silent. No one really knew. But I would always be, like, either writing lyrics, trying to write my own, trying to, you know what I mean? But so I always had a liking from, like, I'm talking 8 years old, 9, 10. But I remember at 12 telling myself, I'm going to practice until when I'm 17, 18, then that's when I'm going to. So I've always had, like, a love for it. And then I just put a little game plan. Like, I knew by this time I should have enough practice in, you know what I mean, to kind of be ready by 18. But about 20 is when I started doing shows, 22. And, yeah, so we've just been kind of performing ever since.
So well, you like 39 now, right?
Yeah, I'm 39.
So yeah, you've been doing it for a minute. You're like a young
I'm
veteran.
hanging on to my 30s. I'm 39. I'm in my 30s. My wife's like, you're 40. I'm in my 30s. No, but yeah, and then thing with music is like, I feel like you can make music forever, man. Like, if the music got to grow with you, you know what I mean? Because if you're really talking about what you're really talking about, like your real life, you got a lot to talk about, and you'll see like growth, and you know what I mean. So it's not like I ain't making no like shake your ass music, but I ain't trying to be preaching to everyone. I'm just trying to give you some good game. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just how I approach it.
How do you say your music is now as to back when you first started?
I kind of always kept it the same, man. Like, I like rappers who say some shit, but they're saying it like aggressive, but they're saying some shit. You know what I mean? They're like on you, but they're giving you some knowledge. And to me, it's like I like that delivery, that aggressive delivery. to where you can still bump this shit, but when you're listening, you're like, oh, he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
You get to lace them up a little bit.
Yeah,
Right?
and I feel like, man, even me being older is like, I actually should be making more music. I feel like older people should be making the music. They're the ones saying some shit. You know what I mean? They've lived through some shit. So like, it's funny. It's like you get all this life knowledge and then they stop or like that. Like, nah, tell them all the shit that just happened. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
make music. And I say that I don't make albums. I make audio books. You know what I mean? Because it's like every album's like a book. Every song's like a chapter. So I'm just trying to like put what I want to stay around. You know what I mean? When I'm gone. So yeah.
That's tight, brother. Big props, man. I see you doing your thing.
Right on.
Tell us a little bit about these performances that you be doing, a live band and everything. It's impressive.
Yeah, no, we got blessed with opportunity. Well, first we started off with my longtime producer. Since he was like 14 years old, I was like 17, 18. So we've been making music for a minute, and over 20 years. And so we've always made music. He made beats, produce, engineer, everything. But he had a cousin named Scooby Valdez, and man, he plays guitar since he was like 5 years old. So he plays guitar.
Yeah, I heard him get down.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
And we connected in like 2014, and we already making music. So he came over and he just started decorating it, and we're like, fuck, like we got a sound like this. We need to push this. So we try to maintain our individuality, but he's on my album, I'm on his albums, and when we perform, it's like we got to do it together. It's a whole different vibe. I'm not a big fan of everybody on stage too much, and it's like they'll hear you and you're giving them a show. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, to each their own. But that's how I like doing mine.
No, I like your approach.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever thought about maybe like adding some more band members to it?
Drums would be nice. I remember going to a Nas and Lauryn Hill concert in Berkeley, and Nas had a DJ and a drummer, and it just fucking popped. Like, it just popped. You know what I mean? Those drums is like, it's everything. But with the beat playing with the drums, it was dope. So the guitar is cool, but yeah, you know what? I would actually want like a DJ and a guitar player, a live DJ and guitar player. I'd want it to be my producer,
Right.
Joey Maestro, Joey Garcia. He's a beast. But yeah, since he was 14 years old, making slap, like badass little kid. So yeah, we used to call him Prodigy, little Prodigy. But yeah, he has it.
Sounds like you got a good team, man.
Yeah, and that's everything, man. Like, I feel like everyone brings something to the table, but together it's like on some Power Ranger shit. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Take over the world.
Yeah, for real. No, like,
That's what's up, man. That's good to have that good energy and that brotherhood,
yeah,
you know, because, you know, good guys aren't, you know, good people to have around you isn't easy to find.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
quality over quantity for sure. I'll take solid 5 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Solid. So, but yeah, he's one of them for sure.
That's tight, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell us about the Hog TV, man.
Hog TV, we started off, we used to throw shows, like concerts in 2010 to like 2013. We were bringing artists out here, but we'd have local artists like open up for them. So we were doing that a lot. And my boy George Ontiveros, he was tapped in with, he had a TV show. He had an actual like spot on Comcast. So he was asking like, hey, can I just go out to the shows and we'll just film and I'll just get the whole nightlife and I'll air it. And I'm like, yeah, it's good. So he would go to all the shows and record them and air them. And then the show started, the promoter started letting everyone throw shows. And that's when that whole Chris Brown incident happened.
Over here, right down the street, right?
So that's what we were doing. We were bringing,
What was that, a Fiesta?
yeah.
Right.
Now it's a market because they got sued, all that shit. So like,
They were supposed to do that over at the fuck, I forget the name, on the west side on Saratoga Avenue, and they changed it last minute. It used to be Garden City. I don't know. It
Yeah,
was like it changed different names for a minute.
the Avalon.
Was it the
Oh,
Avalon?
that was off of Lawrence.
That was off of Lawrence. I thought maybe they no, like the. It don't matter. You know where I'm talking about, where Garden City used to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's where it was supposed to be, and then it got switched last minute to the Fiesta.
Okay.
And it was funny because I wasn't gonna go anyway,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just heard like, oh shit, look, because I'm from the deep west over there. When I heard that, I was like, oh, that's funny, you know?
Yeah,
And
but
then
after
next thing
that,
you know,
yeah, that shit happens, and then it's like, shows stop. No one's trying to do rap shows here. I was like, fuck, like man, like just messed it up.
right?
So we still had the show. So I'm like, what are we gonna do? Or he said it, and I was telling him, let's just reach out to all the local artists, and then it becomes a network where it's like now we have directors sending us videos, artists sending us videos, artists linking with these directors, producers linking with artists. So it just became like a whole like
So
community.
where does all this production go down?
Well, mostly like we would go out to events, film the events, the artists. Sometimes we'd have interviews. Sometimes, right now it's been we just been getting videos. Everyone send us their videos and we air them Saturday nights, Comcast 15. But so we just been showing love to everyone. Just we have a platform where we're trying to just share it.
That's hella tight.
Yeah, and like I said, it was like collecting everyone's rookie cards. So it's like if you take off, we take off. If I take off, we take off. Like we're all like we push as one, because
So is it mostly San Jose based or what?
mostly, but we don't. No, we reach out everywhere.
There ain't no discrimination.
Yeah, none
Right.
at all. Like we've had Atlanta. We'd even had Stockholm, Sweden. I ended up linking with the guy making music with him and
Sick.
shooting a video with
Hell
the
yeah.
guy out in Sweden. Illuminate, not no guy. Illuminate out of Stockholm, Sweden, and yeah, just word of mouth, man. The power of the internet. So it works. But if you have a platform, I feel like you're doing, just share it.
Right.
This is our platform. Like I'll get in, and I'm looking out for us. You know what I'm
That's beautiful, man.
saying? Yeah.
And putting it down, you know, especially for locals around here, because there's a lot of talent right here in San Jose that people don't get to showcase, and you know, you putting the platform out there for them. That's love, bruh.
Exactly. And I don't know. I remember the generation right before us. It was real like dog eat dog. It was real like they have something, they're bogarting it, and they're
Right, real cutthroat.
yeah, it was real cutthroat. And
Right.
it's like, nah, you could change the game on that shit. If there's so many of us, and we're all showing love,
Right.
we're gonna take over. At least our own. Because look, like New York, they were just big in their city. The city just happened to be big.
Right.
And now attention's are drawn there. So it's like, now Biggie's big in New York, right? Who's the biggest in New York? LA. It's just they're big in just their city. But the city's big. So San Jose, just be big in your city, and the city's big.
We got a big ass city.
Yeah, like
Right.
so West Coast started off Los Angeles. Then it went East Coast. Then it goes down south, then Midwest, and then West Coast again. But now it's Bay Area, hyphy movement. Then it just keeps moving. It's a whole cycle. So now when they come to West Coast, San Jose is next. Like I really feel like there's so much talent out here that yeah, we're next.
It's just a matter of time.
It's a matter of time. And what we're doing right now is connecting the dots.
Right.
Everybody just keep spreading like a wildfire.
That's it.
And the fact that it's expensive as hell to live here and everyone has to move out, now you have San Jose, other states, other cities, others. We're spreading out.
Big time.
Yeah, so now it's like, now's the time to like really push. So that's just how I look at shit.
No, I like your perspective on it, brother.
Could be the weed. Could be the weed.
Real
I don't know.
optimistic
Hey,
right now.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm like a hippie at heart. You know what I mean? Like,
No, that's where you got to be. I mean, not the hippie at heart thing, but being positive, man. Optimistic, glass half full.
why not?
No, that's the way it should be, brother. A lot more people should be that way, you know. But
Yeah,
hey,
it's a tough one.
to each his own, like you
Yeah,
said earlier, right?
You can't show love to everybody. You got some
Right.
snakes out there too, but whatever. I feel like if you're being solid and on your shit, like you'll be all right. Sometimes I get happy when people do me dirty because
Right.
I know I'm gonna get blessed in front of them. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
sometimes someone does some crooked shit and you're like, it's cool, man. Like
Yeah, for me, it's just like a matter of time.
yeah, yeah. Like you got
I'd
some
rather
shit you
you
gotta
do it
answer
right
to.
now. I see your true colors.
Yeah,
Instead of us, carrying on over the next 5 years, you throwing
yeah.
salt and I'm not even
I'm
aware
gonna be
of
all
it.
right.
Right.
Like if I'm doing good, I'm gonna be all right. And that's how I look at shit. Only time I'm gonna be worried about shit is when I'm doing some foul shit. So if I'm doing good, I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hell yeah.
straight up.
So,
Amen. Amen to that.
amen.
Yeah, for real.
Tell us about that name. Speaking of which, how you come up with that one, brother?
It's a funny story actually. So my brother. Long story short, man, him and his friends. It sounds funny to saying friends, but they play how they play and with knives, right? My brother had poked his friend. His friend poked him. They're fighting with knives.
Like real fighting.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
just wilding out, just crazy ass teenagers, and one thing led to another, and my brother got poked. But my brother's coming at him. You know what I mean? My brother's like, "Hey, fool! Like you fucking poked my arm. Like I'm not playing. Like I'm really trying to cut you. I'm trying to get you back." And his friend was like, "Hey, man, like back up." My brother's coming at him. He gets him. He pokes him in the heart. He drops. Ambulance comes. That's when the hospital on Santa Clara, San Jose Hospital,
San Jose, yeah.
and rushed him over there. He was hanging on for his life. Like he got stabbed in his like main artery in his heart. So he survived it without surgery. It was crazy. Like he was in like medical books like for having a wound like that in his heart and no surgery, and it healed on its own. Like some Wolverine shit. You feel me? Like he
So what you
survived.
mean? Y'all took him to the hospital
The ambulance took him.
and there was no need to do any surgery on
It
him?
was yeah, because if they did, it would have killed him.
Jeopardized.
Yeah, it
Right.
could have made it. So he's like a miracle. He's a miracle, man. So he starts writing raps in there, and people had thought like when he was gone, his boy got arrested. He's in the hospital. People think he's dead. Like, so he comes out like a few weeks later, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Like, this fool survived?" Like, so they gave him the name Christ, Krist, Christ, and so he always stuck with that. He would tag it. He would write. Everyone knew him as Christ, and one day he was like looking at my name. He knew we were writing, making music together, and he's like, "Hey, your initials are, I'm Adrian Mendez."
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, "That's Amen."
Amen.
Yeah, he's like, "That's Amen." He's like, "Bro," and I'm like, "I don't like that name. Like, I don't know. It's like it sounds like some Christian, you know, like rap or I don't know. Maybe they're gonna think I'm." But I was like, I didn't like it at first, but then later on, I'm thinking, he's like, "Nah, that's your name. Like that's your real name. Like it ain't no like made up name like that shit." And he's like, "Christ and Amen." He's like, "That's dope." And I'm like, "Yeah." So I always followed my brother, man. Christ. He's a crazy one. He's a wild one, but he's an artist and he makes music. He's like my favorite rapper who's never made an album. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
damn, he's one of those perfectionists that
yeah,
never come
and
out
that's
with
what I was
nothing?
talking about. It's like, just put it out. Like,
Right.
just get it done. Just knock it out. Put it out. Be mad that you don't like it until it motivates you to do some new shit. Like,
Just keep pumping out.
Keep pumping it out. But yeah, my brother's like that. I was like that. My little brother makes beats. He's like that. And they're just sitting on like gold. And it's like, man, like, so made me light a fire under my ass. And I'm like, I'm gonna go get it. You know what I mean? But I really started doing all this because my brother, I'm trying to get him shows. I'm trying to get him in the lab. And I'm like, man, I have all these connections. Plus I was making music myself. I'm like, I'm just gonna push, just gotta do me. But yeah, like I'll go get it. I explain it like this, like we're all stuck on an island. We all want to get saved from this island, but we need a boat. I'm gonna go swim over there and I'll get the boat. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get everyone, right? Or we could all just sit here stuck on this island. Like someone's got to make a move.
Right. Take the
Like
initiative.
let's make the move. Like let's go. Like the bus left. Like we're leaving. Like let's go. And that's just been my motivation and my drive. Is like, you know what I mean? Just go get it, and then you could help others. But you got to go get it, because if you're waiting on people, it might, you know what I mean? It might hold you back sometimes, or
Right. You're gonna miss your turn.
yeah, and it's like, we got to go.
Right.
So that's just always been my motivation.
That's good, man. Got to get after it, dude, because this window of opportunity ain't promised to everybody.
Yeah, and then too, it's like with music, I'm 39, so it's like I'm not trying to be no crazy big superstar, and I mean it would be nice, you know what I mean?
Right.
But my main goal is to like, I just want my music to be here when I'm gone. So like, when I'm gone, you can hear what I'm trying to say, and I just got to say it once. You can hear me. You know what I mean? I call it just like, worry about your legacy, what you're trying to leave behind. And I feel like music, that's what I'm trying to say. Instead of just repeating myself over and over to people, just say it once. Just play it. But yeah.
So what's your next album? What's your next move that you're working on right now?
I just finished up one. It's called Never Let Up, which was a crazy story. My son, at the time, he was like, say 6, 7 years old. And he comes in the house and he listens to my music. And he comes in, he's like, Dad, you know what the name of your next album should be? And I'm all, what? Never Let Up. Me and my oldest son looked at each other and we're like, who is this kid? What, where did that come from, right? Like, what? And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, that's my name of my next album. Like, right. I'm really going to do that. And I just put one out, so it wasn't going to happen for a while. But I finished this, and I was like, nah.
He heard you say that or something before?
No, I don't know.
That's
it was
crazy.
Weird. It was
right.
weird. We looked at each other kind of scared. We were like,
right. Like, that's tight. Where'd you come up with that, right?
Where'd you come up with this? It was, to this day, I don't really know.
The younger ones always be coming out of left field with some stuff with no filter.
He's
either.
everywhere. Yeah, like he's listening to music, playing the game, answering questions, and doing like
multitasking.
Yeah, and then just say that.
Right.
So I said, hey, you know what I mean? You named the album, so Never Let Up. It's good. Getting older, it just makes sense. But yeah, that was like some divine shit. It was like, whoa, where did that come from?
Speaking of that crazy shit, so what was this video that I seen on your IG with the truck, bruh? That unsolved mystery, did it ever get solved or what?
My wife said, what are you doing? Come to bed. And I'm like, I'm making this video. She's like, what? Well, the story was we went to that Concrete, the comedian, the show, the improv, Sunday night.
It looked like it was lit.
It was. Yeah, it was cracking.
Had Gordo Mamon on there and everybody.
Yeah, hey, that's the homie. He killed it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he killed it.
No, he's hilarious.
Yeah, he did his thing. You can just tell like everything's sharp. Like he's on his shit right now. So he shout out to Al Gordo Mamon, man.
Hell yeah. Julian. That's another San Jose native right there, even though he was in Salinas for a little while, but he's originally from here.
Straight up. But so we had left the comedy show and we're going home. I'm thinking this is my son or his friends in our driveway. I'm like, I'm going to pull up on him, block him in, or just scare him. So I was like recording. And then I look, it's a truck. It's on my lawn. I'm like, what's going on, right? I get out the car, and I go in the house. The kids are in the house, and I'm like, hey, like, you guys good? And they're like, yeah, why are you coming in like that? I'm like, there's a whole truck on our grass right now. They're like, what? So everyone runs out. No one's in it. Nothing. And
it's off. It's not running or nothing.
Yeah, not running, nothing. And it was right in between a tree and a mailbox. Like, just perfect
fit. Yeah, I seen that.
Perfect fit. Like, you couldn't do it if you tried.
Right.
But I looked, and there was a Raider emblem on the back. And my neighbor has a Raider flag. So I'm like, and then the way it came, I followed it back, and it was right where a car would be parked.
Across the street.
Yeah, so I told my wife, I'm like, don't call no one. Like, I think it's a neighbor. So 11 o'clock at night, he comes out in his boxers and socks, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, I need you to move your car
Hey,
off
come
my
get your
lawn."
truck, man.
Like, what? But I did it. I filmed it. I filmed everything, and then I put it together with the Unsolved
Oh,
Mysteries
bro, it was
music.
classic,
Yeah.
dude. And the
Did the talk
narrative and
over
shit,
it.
bro, it was great.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Nah, that was good.
She's like, "Go to bed." I want to show it her. She's like, "Go to
Shut
bed."
up.
Yeah. I'm on. Someone's gonna like it,
Yeah, someone. I liked it.
right?
Hell
So
yeah, that shit was hilarious, bro.
But there's always something, man. I work downtown San Jose. It's never a dull moment.
Right.
It's like every day, and there's stuff I don't even record. Like I really have my phone like ready, like a
Right.
quick draw, and
At any given moment.
any given moment, it's crazy. Yeah, but it's entertaining. But yeah, I'm not trying to, you know what I mean. But yeah, there's always something, man. Like the other day, I was driving, and the car smoking coming at me. This was yesterday, and dude's tire flies off his car.
Oh shit.
The back driver's side tire flew off his car, almost hit me.
Where's
And
on
I'm
the
like,
street or on a freeway?
On the street, but it's kind of like yeah, it's just a 2-lane. And
Damn.
it just flew off. But I'm like, only me. Like,
You're a magnet for this crazy shit.
yeah,
or what?
it's like, but yeah, there's always something. But yeah, it's entertaining.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey man, let the folks know, how they can follow you on socials and how they can get a hold of you for the Hog TV and all that good stuff, bro.
Yeah, on Instagram, mostly on Instagram, amen _hog TV, HOGG TV. Yeah, man, send us your videos. Like we just show love to all local artists, so send us your music videos. We have a time slot where it's uncensored, so we don't have to really go deep. You don't have to crazy edit your video. Just send it. Just be mindful of like what you want put out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And but yeah, Adrian Mendez, Facebook. I still got Facebook. But yeah, I'm mostly Instagram, man. Like I'm not big on TikTok. I have one. I don't really be using it too much. But yeah, everything's amen _hog TV. So yeah, that's how you get a hold of me.
Hell yeah. Oh, bro, everything you're doing is tight, bro. And I give you props. I'm a fan right here. You know what I mean? I like all that.
Yeah.
And I'll probably be sending you some videos too. We be coming up with some productions out of Pacific Vibe Studios right here,
Yeah, and this album, man, like I got this artist that I've worked with. Her name's Rob Lowe, the star. She's from Kansas City. She's badass. Like so it's like, and that was through the Hog TV.
Really?
It was like, yeah, it's like just word of mouth, people sending them videos. I'm like, yeah, I'll show love. Like, by the way, I make music. You know what I mean? It's a good kickoff.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I connected with her, Kansas City, like I said, Stockholm, Sweden.
Some serious networking.
Poetic from Samoa. Like, and that's from a San Jose connection. Shout out to 5 Shots. Yeah, but it's cool, and I'm really trying to, like, really try to expand. You know what I mean? Like, trying to put an album where it's overseas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just
international, right?
Yeah. Philippines. You know what I mean? Everywhere. Tokyo. We got some CDs sent out to Japan the other day, but I feel like that's love from the car shows, street low car show. But they're tapped in with the whole lowrider culture.
Nah, it ain't no joke out there.
Yeah,
Japan,
like
man.
they're tapped in. So they must have caught wind of our music, but yeah, so our people in Japan.
Hell yeah.
Some amen.
Slapping that amen in Tokyo.
Hey,
huh?
shout out to Gilbert from Street Low, man, and Malo, everybody. RP Pauly. But yeah, man, they've been giving us a platform to go from different cities. We were performing in Idaho. Me and Scooby, we're going to go back again next May. So, yeah, it's just like traveling with the music is dope. I did a tour with X-Rated on the Prayer in Hell tour with Strange Music.
That's tight. When did you do that?
That was last year, July, August. It was like, for me, they did like 30 shows, but I did like, I think like 13 and 14 with them.
Wow.
But yeah, we did all from LA.
What's it like working with him?
Man, he's like a hip hop historian. Like when he talks, like you listen, like everyone's listening. Like he knows his shit. He's been around since 1992. He's influenced other artists. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
he recorded the album over the phone, Exorcist album, right?
Yeah.
In '94. He's got a story about like Mac Dre taught him how to record that
Right.
over the phone, and it's funny, man. Like I reached out to him in like 2016. He was doing, I think like 30 to Life, right? But I've always said in my head, it's like I always tell my brother, we're gonna work with him. I'm gonna work with. He's like, bro, he's doing Life. Like, there's no way you're gonna work with X-Rated. I said that's on my bucket list. You know what I mean? That's something I want to do. And he was like, it ain't ever gonna happen.
Right. Let it go. Right.
So I seen he had like a Facebook. He had a whatever. So I reached out. I'm like, it's probably not even him. So I reached out, told him I've been a big fan since, you know what I mean, 93. And my boy makes beats. He just shoot you something. So long story short, yeah, we were connecting. And then he realized he might be getting out. Yeah. So then we were going to go film Hog TV in San Diego, R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility. But he was like, hold on, I actually might be coming home. So yeah, he came home, got out.
That's where they had him way the hell down there in
Well,
San Diego?
on his way out. So once he got paroled, he went down there before you get released. But yeah, so I mean, he's probably been everywhere in 20-something years. But long story short, he came out. We were working on Joey Maestro, working on his albums. And yeah, so that was where the connection started.
That's hella tight, man.
Yeah, so it was like cool. He was like, "You still got those beats?" I'm like, "Yeah, we got them." We linked up and just spent days, weekends, and where he paroled in Oakland. So he's like, "How far are you?" I'm like, I could drive to you." So we made that work, and yeah, it's always been love ever since. He's always shown love, and he signed to Strange Music, and then he just reached out. I forgot how it happened, but yeah, he's like, "I'm going on tour." I'm like, "What's up?" I'm trying to get out of California. He said, "Let's go." So we worked it out, and yeah,
I'd love to have him up in here and hear his crazy ass story,
on
man.
a bus with 8 other guys, and it's like, yeah, I'm a control freak, so I don't like really being. I feel claustrophobic, but it was once in a lifetime opportunity, and it was like, yeah, you got to do it. You know what I mean? You gotta let it make it happen, and yeah, it's a trip. It's like from being a kid growing up listening to artists to now, like, even if it's like opening up, we open up for Temptations and Bretton Wood
Right.
and other rap artists, and it's like literally everyone from my CD case. Like it's dope. Like it's cool that you're like, it's just, you know what I mean?
You're
It's
contributing.
It's reachable.
Yeah, no, that's tight, bro.
Yeah.
You're working with him, man. That's like a dream come true, bro.
Yeah, we made a song, and yeah, so it was like a dream come true, but it's like it's like surreal. But it just goes to show you, it's like you really believe something could happen. Like you could really make some shit happen. You just got to swing the bat. A lot of people don't even go up to the plate.
Right.
They're like, I won't be able to hit off that pitcher. I'm not even gonna try. But I'm like, nah.
You'd be
I'm gonna
surprised,
try,
huh?
yeah. I'm gonna stick the bat up and close my eyes out, whatever, right?
Hell yeah.
Just try. So like, yeah, it's been a journey. Like, so it's cool, and I'm still not where I want to be. You know what I mean? So it's like, but just put in the work. He showed me it's like just put in the work. No one's gonna wait for you. No one's gonna try to make you be more than you want. Like, put in the work. Just make the music.
Just stick to
get
it,
out
right?
there. Yeah, get out of your town. Like, just go other places because you're a familiar face here. It's funny, man. You're in like Wyoming, and people treat you. You're from California, and it's like I'm just a regular person.
Right.
But they're looking at you like you're like. It's cool. It's a good feeling. Then they like your music, and now they're genuine supporters, and it's like, yeah, like there are people in Denver now, just by leaving my comfort zone, You know what I mean? So it's like you just plant the seed everywhere. Just keep. I'm just like, here's my CD. I'll give it to you. You fuck with me, I fuck with you. Like, let's make this work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So just try to motivate myself.
No, and you're motivating others right now by telling your story. So just what you heard him say, that's the truth right there. You got to stick to it. Get out of your city. For any young artists that want to come up,
Yeah.
he's telling a story, but he's also lacing y'all up too at the same time, which I appreciate because,
Yeah.
I like to think this podcast is mostly about like motivating and inspiring people, and and you're a prime example. You weren't born with no silver spoon or nothing.
Yeah.
You went out there and got it yourself, man.
Exactly. And I got 4 kids too, so it's like I'm trying to be dad.
Right, juggling everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to do what I do at work. Sometimes coaching, sometimes, you know what I mean? But it's like, I'm not going to stop the music. I feel like if you're organized enough, you could. My commute to and from work, I'm making music.
No shit.
I'm playing beats and I'm writing, I'm reciting, and creating. Like, if you want it bad enough, you'll find the time. My dad always said, he's like,
How do you write?
I'll
While
just
you
recite, and I'll say like a sentence, and then I'll say that sentence and add to it, and then I'll say that, those
Like
two.
a voice note or something like that?
Sometimes I'm just keep repeating myself and adding
just
more.
memorizing it.
Yeah, and just keep saying it.
That's tight.
Keep adding. And I don't even worry about being in traffic. Like,
Right, you over there working.
yeah, they're like, oh, traffic sucks. I actually like my commute. Like, I get shit done.
Got hella shit done.
I get shit done. It gives me time to unwind. Like,
Yeah.
because like I said, I'm a dad. Like, you have house problems. You have kids need rides. Like, I'm Uber.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm Uber for my kids.
All of the above.
Yeah, like, but it's cool. I love it. I wouldn't trade any of it. But if you want something bad enough, that's what my dad would say. You'll find every reason to make it happen. If you don't want something, you'll find every excuse to get out of it. And that's where you can kind of separate people. It's like, I'm gonna go get it. You want to go?
Right.
If they want it, they'll figure it out.
Figure out who the go-getters are
Yeah.
right then
And
and
if
there.
they don't, oh no, I can't. Oh.
Right.
It's like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not even mad at you. I gotta go.
Right.
Like,
I got a game plan.
yeah, I'm moving. But shoot, man, Splash City.
Yeah.
Splash City is coming out in November 11th.
So what did you do there? I saw that.
I didn't do much, man, but Big Tone, Baby Gas, my boys at Four Ways Entertainment. Shout out to Four Ways Entertainment. They teamed up with Burner, Gold Toes, and they put a movie together. It's based out of the Bay Area, so it's like everyone always does movies in their New York, L.A., right? These certain spots. But it's like, nah, they got to start bringing attention up here. So they teamed up, man, and they put a movie together called Splash City. So it's based out of San Francisco.
When's it coming out again?
November 11th of this year. So, man, time's flying fast. So it's like a month and a half.
Right.
Yeah. So I was in the back. I was in a scene. One scene was behind
No, that's
Big Tone.
cool, man.
But yeah, like David Manzanales, he reached out and yeah, he's like, we got extras position. You know what I mean? People to be extras in the movie, and I was like, yeah. So I put my name in the hat. They called us, and then when I got there, they're like, oh, you're gonna be part of Big Tone's crew. Like, you're gonna be you're going in the house with them, and you know what I mean, kick some shit down. But I can't really tell it. But yeah, so you know what I mean, I'm gonna get a little couple second clip, whatever.
Okay.
But I'm in it, and to me, that's big. You know what I mean? Might be little, but it's big for me. It's big for the Bay Area for sure.
It's just the beginning, man.
Yeah, like, it's big for the Bay Area. So Burner, he's been talking good about it, like for film festivals, and so and Four Ways Entertainment, they do dope work. They actually won I met them like 2018. They did a short film called Slipping into Darkness, and they won. It was whoever the winner of that film festival would get a contract with HBO, and they won. So they got money to do another movie. They reached out to one of our guys in San Jose. He had a little spot in that movie, and they just been working their way this way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I believe Davey's from Marysville. I don't want to ruin it, but yeah, I think Marysville. And so he has family up here, but he's in LA, so he's starting to like come home with it. And yeah, so they're dope. They're dope. Like they're like official. So I can't wait for it to come out, man. Splash City.
Hell yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it, man.
Yeah.
A lot of us out here in the Bay been anticipating this movie.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're glorifying the bipping and
Right.
this and that," but it's not really. It's not glorifying. There's a storyline to it. There's a you just gotta watch it. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't even know the whole story. You know what I'm saying? I just
Right.
know what I did. So it's gonna be new to me too. So it's like, yeah, everyone give it a chance. You know what I mean? Like it's a good look overall. It's a good look for the Bay Area.
Hell yeah.
It's a movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a
No,
movie.
and it's close to the reality of things
Yeah.
over here, you know.
Exactly.
Can't be leaving shit in your car.
Yeah, no, that's a real
That's
thing.
here in San Jose too. It's not just in
Yeah.
San Francisco and Oakland.
Yeah, it's wild.
So yeah, I can't wait, man.
Yeah, no, it'll be a good look.
Nah, brother. Big props on all that you're doing, bruh. And you know, continue leveling up, bruh, and you know, expanding, getting outside of the city.
Yes.
So yeah, keep leveling up, bruh.
Yes, sir.
I like what you're doing, 1,000%, man.
Hell yeah. That's what
Hell
it's all
yeah.
about, man.
Yeah, man. One more thing, I want to give a shout out to my boy Chamorro boy right here. That's kind of weird, my boy Chamorro boy, my homie Chamorro boy from Hotheads with
Yeah.
a Z. He made this beautiful
Those hats are dope.
Pacific Vibes Studios hat right here.
Yeah.
And he got all kinds of custom hats, man. You should go check him out.
That shirt's dope too.
Thank you, brother. This
Yeah.
is Pacific Vibes clothing on IG. This is my brand right here.
There you go.
Man, I
Look.
noticed that jacket you got too is pretty clean.
Yeah, man. My boy Nico in Santa Cruz. He never scared clothing. It's dope. Yeah, like, and then they only do certain drops, so it's like this is only out. There's only so many,
Right.
and he doesn't even bring it back. Like he just moves on to the next.
Some exclusive shit.
Yeah, so it makes it's dope.
It's more unique.
Yeah,
right?
and then now you're kind of like, damn, I missed that one.
Right.
And you bring something, okay, that looks close to it. I wanted them. I'm gonna get that. Like, so it makes you like constantly like on the lookout for it. But yeah, shout out to Never Scared Clothing in Santa Cruz. Good shit.
Hell, man. Hey, it was a pleasure having you, brother.
Yes, sir.
And keep leveling up, dude. I can't say it enough.
Most definitely.
Hell yeah. It's
yeah.
Panama Steve right here with Amen. Until next time, y'all be cool.
Yes, sir.